I'm going to spread these out. I waited to spread them out so that you can all see. I'm gonna go ahead and spread them out on this tray. And then I'll go ahead and use the pendulum to choose your card. Hey there, Aries, and welcome to your 2020 October tarot reading. I'm Madeline Marie, and we're gonna do it a little bit different today, just cleansing the area. You're my first reading, as always, Aries. Put this out. Got my Leo Sun ashtray here. This is a love reading, Halloween theme. So we're gonna go ahead and draw one of these for you, Aries. This is a brand new deck. It's the Halloween Oracle, so I will have to probably read a little bit of the book to you, but in the extended we're going to pull 3 and do a 3-card spread, and we're also going to get into my favorite part of the reading after we pull this card, which is what is your person thinking and feeling about you. We're going to skip straight to that, but let's go ahead and get a theme for this reading today, Aries, and this will be for the rest of October. And I'm feeling this one right here. Oh, there's 2. Oh, they're stuck together, Aries. There's 4, so I'll lay them out and 4 is my number, Aries. April babies, 4. Let's see where we go with this. Just get a little feel. Yeah, I'm feeling this one. Jack-o'-lantern, that's the one. It's the theme of your reading, and it says protection on the card. So I'm gonna go ahead and put jack-o'-lantern right here. We will read a little bit from the book about jack-o'-lantern, and we'll get into the rest of your reading, Aries. Oh Jack, let me carve my protection. Shine your fire outwards, evil rejection and reflection. Halloween wouldn't be the same without the carving of pumpkins into scary jack-o'-lanterns, glowing menacingly from porches, dinner tables, and porches everywhere. Jacks actually have a rich history and a spiritual bent. The original term from a jack-o'-lantern was a will-o'-the-wisp, an old British term. The will-o'-the-wisp was a small bundle of sticks used as a flame or torch. The Celts, the Irish, and those living in the Scottish Highlands all carved winter vegetables. Not just pumpkins, but also parsnips, carrots, or beets. The time around Samhain, Halloween, was of course when the fae and goblins were said to be roaming wild, and so the lanterns were intended to be both scaring off the undesirable, and to light the way in the dark. Today, carving pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns, has become an art in itself and a true icon of Halloween. Intricate designs, both scary and funny, can be found in almost every home that celebrates the holiday. Both electric light and candles now illuminate the inside of the lanterns. Know that you are protected and that you are capable of creating the life that you want, and that the universe supports you in this should Jack shine his light upon you. Boundaries are important to teach people how to treat us, and drawing this card indicates that you may wish to renew the ones you have or to establish new ones. So this is about working on your boundaries to establish your relationships, which is great for love, right? I hope you bared with me. This is the first time I've read from the book like that. So I want to go ahead and get into it. Let's get into what is your person, Aries, thinking and feeling about you at this time. So let's see, what is Aries' person of interest or significant other thinking or feeling about them at this time? I'll do it backwards for you if you watched last month, so I'll put it up here. This is the 9 of Wands. So your person is a little bit apprehensive, Aries, to be honest. They're a little bit unsure. You could be dealing with a fire sign. It is Wands here, so you may be dealing with another Aries, a Leo, or Sagittarius, but they are feeling apprehensive. In this deck, the guy's got his wands here. You can see that, and he's kind of like got his back to the tree, and he's defensive. So whether you're dealing with a male or female, they could be feeling very defensive at this time. They're not quite sure about you. They're kind of checking it out. A little bit of fear I'm sensing. What is Aries person going to do about how they're thinking and feeling about Aries? What is Aries person going to do about how they're feeling and thinking about Aries at this time? The Five of Pentacles. So they're just kind of going it alone here. They're very much on their own journey. They do feel somewhat lonely or isolated, but they're just going to continue to kind of, Pentacles is earth energy. So they may be working on their goals. Pentacles is money too, but they may be working on their home. They're just very much, kind of just going it alone here, without you and without anyone. So I do feel like most of you, that your person is alone at this time. Now, I do always do these readings for people that are in relationships as well. So, it makes sense if you're in a relationship right now, you two could have had a fight, or it could just be you're uncertain about where you're headed. So that's where this apprehension could be coming from. It could be other stressors as well, of course. But in this scenario, it could be that your person is going to just go ahead and take on everything themselves and not expect you to carry any weight. And it's not that you don't carry weight, Aries. You definitely carry a lot of weight, but they're just feeling at this time like they have to make sure all the bases are covered, and we can clarify that a little bit. Let's go ahead and see what is going to be the outcome of what your person is thinking and feeling and what they're going to do about it. What is going to be the result of that, Aries? Oh, 2 popped out, so we'll take them. All right. The Chariot, they're going to keep moving forward here. Now notice in this deck that there's the Chariot normally is like, in one of my decks it's really beautiful. It's like 2 people with 2 oxen and like a carriage. But here I actually looked at this card the other day and looked up in the book in here that goes with the deck, because this woman has actually kind of got 2 arrows here. See, there's a black arrow and a white arrow, and she wants to it almost looks like she's trying to make a decision, which would be more like the Lovers or the Hangman. But this is saying, whichever way that she goes, there's going to be, infinite possibilities. So just keep moving forward is basically what your person's going to do. And I think they know that they have a lot of possibilities. And if they are in a relationship with you, they know that, even though they're feeling a little bit detached from you at this time, or a little bit like, they're carrying, this isn't really carrying a burden, which would be more like the 10 of Wands, but this is definitely, they're just kind of on this rough road. They're out in the cold, right? And they might feel like you left them out in the cold. So here they're just going to keep going forward with or without you, and there's definitely progress being made here. This could be progress with you if you decide to get on board, if you two can sort of clear this up, which we'll get into. And then the other one is we have the 5 of Swords here. So in the traditional deck, the 5 of Swords is when, the guy, he's standing there with the swords and the other 2 are walking away defeated. But here we have this witch, because, Halloween, we have this witch here, and she's, doing this spell, and she's playing with all of the swords. And these witches are either like, hey, no, don't do that, what are you doing? Like maybe she's playing with something she shouldn't be, or they're feeling defeated, like maybe she's doing something against them or didn't include them. So you definitely want to make sure here, Swords is always thinking and speaking, but you want to make sure that your person is feeling included, because if this isn't rectified, they're going to feel kind of like an outsider here, or like you're doing things without them, or you may feel like they're making decisions, again, Swords is thinking without you. And I do want to point out, Aries, that Mercury is going to go into retrograde on the 13th or 14th, and also we have, Mars in retrograde right now. So with that, you definitely want to clear up any miscommunications if you're watching this video before the 13th or 14th. And if not, make sure that you're moving forward with your person if you really want to be with them, even if it's just taking care of sort of the menial tasks and the overall progress, or just communicating about the plans. Swords can be plans as well, so that they don't feel alone. So if you're feeling apprehensive, I would encourage you to just continue to communicate with them, and don't you know, if you really want to be with this person, don't let them get too far out ahead of you. Also, if you are in a relationship, you're just going to have to continue to communicate. Don't try to do everything yourself, because they may feel like you're making decisions, also swords, without them, or vice versa. I do want to note, my readings don't usually resonate for moons. I feel like I would have to do a separate reading for moon signs, but if you are an Aries moon, do let me know if this resonates. But for the rest of you, like Venus, Jupiter, North Node, I do think it would resonate, ascendant, rising. So okay, let's go ahead and see what Aries is thinking and feeling about their person at this time. What are you thinking and feeling about your person at this time, and how is that going to shape and mold this final outcome between you two for the rest of October? Oh, I actually felt like this one was coming out, but the Six of Swords. So with the Six, okay, this is why it confused me a little. The Six of Swords in the traditional deck is where they're in the boat and the swords are kind of plugging the boat to help them move forward into smoother waters, communication-wise again. So your person is thinking about ways to communicate with you and, you know, smooth things over with you. I do feel like there's a lot of tension for you, Aries, if not, you know, conflict. There's a lot of tension for a lot of my Aries right now. So, yeah. Here in this deck, this is very interesting, okay? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna actually look at it in the book. I don't want to read to you guys too much, but the Six of Swords here, she's kind of going off in the middle of the night with like some, it's almost like monks carrying her away under the moon and the stars. So it's like almost like, you know what it reminds me of actually, Aries, is like two strangers in the night, or two ships passing in the night. So you're thinking and feeling maybe about escaping this situation. If you can't smooth it over, you're kind of planning, some of you, your escape. Now if you're like married or something like that, you might not actually be like, I don't feel there's so much turmoil going on that you're gonna leave them and divorce them, maybe for a few of you, but I do think that like you're just kind of like, how can I find my solitude? How can I not engage in this? Or how can I smooth it over? And if not, you know, I need a plan B or an escape route to get out of this. But let's go ahead and plan B maybe real for some of you too. All right, but let's go ahead and read Six of Swords. Sometimes you just have to get gone. Try not to take your troubles with you. So for some of you, you may just be feeling and thinking like you need some time alone, some time outside of the household, or if you are in a relationship, you may, you know, not, if you're not in a relationship, you may just be feeling like when it comes to this person that you just can't deal with it right now, that you have other things that you need to get doing, so you need to get going and get them done. I'm an Aries, and I could say that right now. It's like I want to get my readings done. I've been so excited to do these readings for you guys, so I have to put everybody else on the back burner. Especially if you have any dominant Libra in your chart right now, the Libra energy is strong, so you may be feeling just like chatting with everyone and socializing, and it's like, no, you need to get things done, so you kind of have to put everyone else on the back burner right now, including this person that doesn't seem to be, either you're not on the same page right now, or they're not cooperating very easily with you. So let's read the rest of this. Well, maybe not the whole thing, it's a whole page here, but it says, this witch isn't going to spend one more minute where she is. She's already on her way with only a few necessities, because time is of the essence, and sometimes it is better to get out with nothing than hang on to things or people that are weighing you down. But she's not traveling alone. It isn't clear if she's helping her traveling companions or if they are helping her, but either way, they are in this together. An arcane gesture to summon the wind, and they're off into an unknown future. All she knows is that any place will be better than whatever it is she's leaving behind. So I do feel like for a lot of you Aries, whether it's just escapism from your relationship, a lot of you are like, you know what, you're apprehensive, you're not cooperating with me, you want to do everything yourself, you know, and it seems like you're gonna kind of leave me in the dust if I don't race and chase you. So I'm just gonna, you know, if you're gonna do whatever you want, make your own decisions, your own plans, I'm gonna go off. And I feel like here, this is kind of what I got from that, and I just got the chills also, Aries, so that's always a good sign. I feel like you inherently know that whether you're with this person or not, that you have people in your life for some of you, family and friends, but also that you have these divine soulmates that are going to, you know, meet you in the future, or that possibly like angels and guides that are leading you to where you're going. So I feel like there is some clarity coming to a lot of Aries right now, that like planning is great, and there may be people that you want to plan with, but ultimately it comes down to your monks or your tribe and them leading you. You know, it's not actually leaving in the middle of the night, it's more of a metaphor that, you know, you're following your path and your guides. And so, you know, it kind of takes me back to the traditional card. If this person isn't going to cooperate, move to smoother waters with you, like the traditional Six of Swords, then you're kind of just like, I gotta go. For a lot of you. And if you're in a relationship, it just may be temporary, you know, but maybe you gotta go find outside stimulation if you have that Libra in your chart. Let's go ahead and see what Aries is going to do. This is how you're thinking and feeling. You're thinking and feeling escapism. Maybe, you know, you're talking about an evolution of a relationship, so you're like, oh man, this would be a good time to bow out. If, you know, why get attached, you know? If it's, you're kind of maybe on the fence, I feel like a little bit too, Aries. Okay, that was too many, but let's go ahead. What is Aries going to do about how they're thinking and feeling at this time, and how their person is behaving towards them? The Ace of Pentacles. So you're ready, you know, you're ready to invest in something. A lot of you are ready to commit. A lot of you are ready to start over in your relationship in a more committed and solid way. But, you know, if it's not going to be with this person, you are definitely looking for that, you know, and you may leave to find it. A lot of you Aries, you know, you're not going to settle for less at this time. So it's either, you know, you get with it, or I'm going to invest my Ace of Pentacles, you know, I'm going to go on my journey and find it. So I'm not going to chase you on yours, you know. It's like conflicting, doing your own things here with this Five of Swords. So what is going to be the outcome overall for Aries and their person right now? What's going to be the overall outcome for Aries and their person? The Ten of Pentacles. So there's still a lot of potential here, Aries. You may end up, you know, they're kind of apprehensive doing their own thing, and you may hold out and wait for the right time to give this pentacle, because the ace is the big new beginning, right? This is, you know, you're investing in this, you know, it has a lot of potential to be grounded, to be solid, to be committed. And, you know, there is this great outcome here where you two really can have it all. The Ten of Pentacles is the happy family life. See, here's the husband and wife, kind of older, sitting there with their you know, adolescent children and the dog in the house and everything. So this is really like stability and fulfillment as well. So that would be the outcome. If you're willing to invest in it, or it may be you leave this person on your journey and you're going to find that inevitably anyways. So that'll probably be the title of this reading. Inevitably, you are going to find your way, Aries. And I want to just go ahead and pull one more card to leave you with. And for the rest of you, if you want to meet me in the extended, we'll get into the 3-card divination of the Halloween Oracle, and we'll look even deeper into, you know, who is this Ten of Pentacles going to be with? Is it going to be with the person that you're currently interested in or with? Or are you going to go on your own and meet somebody new? But we have the Page of Cups here. So this could be a new job opportunity coming in for some of you, and it could be a new love. And it could be a younger person as well, Page. They're very creative here in this deck. I love it. They have the easel. I have my easel over here, actually. I wish I could pull it out for you, but yeah, so definitely a lot of creativity and like a new love. You know, if you're in this relationship, there's this kind of spark of, you know, there's an emotion between you two. It just needs to evolve. I mean, the Page is still pretty evolved, but it's like you two could put more emotion into this, but maybe it's just not quite to that comfort level yet, or at this time. So yes, I look forward to joining the rest of you in the extended. Like I said, if you're on YouTube, it's the link below. It'll take you to my product catalog. You can see my personal readings on Psychic Gold. If you scroll all the way down, you can order the Aries October extended reading, and you can then get the email and join us. And if you need that link and you're watching on Instagram TV, then you can go ahead and go up, and the link is in the bio to the product catalog. And also be sure to subscribe to the Rotation 411 channel, so you can see, you know, when the November video comes out, or any live streams. I might start doing some live streams here and there. And I also have the soulmate video, the big 144 series. So if you're Aries Sun, Aries Moon, I already did yours. If you're Aries Sun Taurus Moon. That'll be coming out not too long from now. So lots of love, blessings, and light to you. Thank you, Aries.